Hello and welcome back to another video. This is my round 9 update. For those of you that know me, obviously you know who I am. For those of you that don't, my name is Efren. I've been diagnosed with stage 3 cancer of the small intestine. And this video is for a couple of reasons. Number one, to update my family and friends on how I'm doing and how I'm progressing. And number two, for anyone else out there that perhaps has been diagnosed with a rare form of cancer and you're just kind of looking through YouTube for videos on different things and how people are reacting. I'll give you my perspective on how things are going for me. Obviously, every cancer is different and everyone reacts differently to what they go through, but I'll just give you my perspective and hopefully it'll be helpful if that's what you're looking for. So, just finished round 9 of chemo, and this one has been a little bit challenging, a little bit rough. As you all know, I've mentioned in other videos, I go in on Thursday, I get chemo administered for a couple hours in the cancer center, and then they send me home with a pump. So the rest of the day, Thursday, all day, Friday, and into Saturday morning, I'm still having chemo administered. And then Saturday morning, I go in, they take it out. So when I got back from the cancer center Saturday morning, I just felt really sluggish. I pretty much slept all day on Saturday. And today's Sunday. I've been pretty much sleeping all day today as well, so just still feeling sluggish. My hands, I don't know if you can see them, but the hands are really bothering me quite a bit as well, and my feet. It's probably hard to see with the camera, but they're really red, and they're really sensitive to when I touch anything cold, and then when I touch anything hot, they really burn. It's like a sunburn almost, it feels like. But it's really weird because it's just on the palm. There's a distinct line where it ends. I don't know, it's part of the chemo, but that's the deal. So it feels to me like it's dragging. This is round 9. I have 12 rounds total, so I have 3 left, so I'm getting there. We're making progress and I feel excited, but I always have to remind myself of the motto of un día a la vez, one day at a time, because it just feels like it's dragging. I mean, I haven't felt good. I haven't had a day where I felt normal since October, and it's just a long time, but I'm keeping that vision in mind where I know it's coming and we're making progress, so that's good. 3 rounds left and then we'll be done and hopefully everything will be good. I also had a scan that I mentioned in my last video, and I told you I would give you guys the results of that scan. So as far as that scan goes, kind of mixed results. As far as the intestine and the small intestine where the tumor was, everything's looking good. Everything is progressing really nicely, so that's good news. However, they did see a spot on my liver on this scan that wasn't there in the last scan. The doctor thinks it's kind of odd because the chemo should be doing the work and should be preventing anything from growing. So he's not saying it's cancer or it's not cancer, but obviously it's a spot that's there that wasn't there before, so we'll have to get that addressed. I have another MRI to take a closer look on June 7th, I believe. So we'll take a closer look and see what it is. I'm not going to worry too much about that until I have to, or if I have to, but we'll figure out what that is. But you know, that's kind of the reason for the mixed results on the scan. So we'll see what that's all about. But in the meantime, I'm going to stay focused on the chemo that I've got going. 3 more rounds and then I'm done, even though it's dragging. So I've mentioned in previous videos, this is not just my journey, it's my whole family. And my wife, like I said, you've seen her in previous videos, she's been amazing. I cannot imagine going through this journey without her by my side. She's really been my rock. And my kids have also been amazing throughout this journey, helping keeping me focused, keeping me energized, and keeping the house lively with all kinds of energy. So they've been a big part of the journey, and I wanted to include them in this video as well. This is their first time they're making their debut. So Isaac and Sophia are here, and I'm just gonna ask them a couple of questions and see if they can provide their thoughts on how they're doing. Now, I'll tell you, one of the things that we have been really focused on is being completely transparent throughout this whole process. Immediately when I got diagnosed, we were transparent with the kids, we were transparent with everyone, wasn't really hiding anything, and I think that's been helpful for me and, you know, for my wife, you know, just to put it out there and you know, not hide anything. And every journey is different, everybody's different, so if people handle things differently, that's quite okay. But from my perspective, in my situation, we wanted to be really transparent, especially with the kids. So as soon as we got diagnosed, we let the kids know, hey, Papa has cancer, and this is kind of what we're going through, and this is the steps that we're going to take. So obviously, it's kind of a shocker, I imagine. I've always been pretty healthy. I really haven't gone to the doctor much. I don't even have a primary care doctor because I'm always usually pretty healthy. I rarely even get headaches or anything like that. So all of a sudden, to get cancer is kind of like, wow, it's a big shocker. But we let the kids know right off the bat. So let's hear from them and see how they felt. So how did you guys feel when you guys heard the news that I was diagnosed with cancer?
Well, I know Isak and I were very shocked. Obviously, like he said, he's never really been sick before, so hearing that was definitely a shock. I know for me, I was very calm when I initially heard. I don't think the emotions kicked in until way later, but yeah, I was calm, shocked. Yeah, I just kind of took it as, okay, this is the next step. Both my parents have always been very calm and collected and reasonable people, so I think I'm very lucky I got that from them because I felt very calm and collected.
There you go. So for anyone else that's going through this, that as a child of someone that's going through cancer, or you have a loved one, I just think it's important for you to hear all the perspectives, and hopefully it's helpful. One more question I'll ask, and just to see, of this journey, we're not done. We still got 3 rounds to go, and I know cancer is a formidable opponent, so we still got to keep fighting. But through 9 rounds of chemotherapy, at least, kind of what has been one of the most challenging parts of the whole journey?
I think the most challenging part has been seeing him sick. Like I said, we've never seen him sick before. Even if he had a fever, it was like nothing. So definitely seeing him really struggle and be sick was probably the most difficult for me. And then, yeah, and especially since I was at school, I definitely struggled a little bit with not being here. I usually would come down on the weekends, but during the week, I would get sad sometimes because I wasn't here and I didn't really know what was going on. So that was also probably difficult.
That was, the good thing about Sophia and where she's at. She's going to college. She's in her first year of college, and it's about an hour away. And the way her schedule worked out, she didn't have class on Fridays, so she was able to come down most Thursdays, and it's a short 1-hour drive, so that was really helpful. And that was good. And Isak was in high school, so he was here. He was able to kind of be around throughout the whole week and see all the things that I've been going through. So good insight, good perspective. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys always being there and giving me strength. Again, this isn't a journey that you can win by yourself. You have to really have your whole family behind you, and I've been blessed to have the support of the whole family. So with that, round 9 done. It's been a little bit of a challenging round, not the worst by any means, but it hasn't been the smoothest either. Just a lot of time in bed, a lot of time sleeping, and just getting some rest. But as I get every day further removed from chemo, I feel a little bit better. And then the cycle, we just do it again. Every 2 weeks, I go back in. So that's the update for this week, keeping it short and sweet. Wanted you guys to hear from my kids on their perspective. And overall, we're still plugging away, one day at a time, un día a la vez. Thank you so much for all the prayers again. I do believe that is making a big difference as well. Faith is, we talked about family, but faith is just a bigger part of this journey as anything else. So keep those prayers coming. I do believe God is not only listening to those prayers, but He's answering those prayers. So thank you for that. Thank you for all the thoughts, the positive vibes. And with that, we'll keep you guys updated on the next round. So thanks, and we'll see you soon.